Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. It's a new week, and we're happy to welcome you to our show titled Speak of Africa. We are broadcasting from Washington, D.C., the capital of the brave and free world. We have a whole lot of news for you today, and we hope you're going to enjoy this news. But before we get into our news segment, we want to say special thank you to all our subscribers. Because of you, our numbers continue to go up. We thank you for subscribing to this show. Without you, we will not really have a show. When we started this show, we said we wanted to give you a voice, and we're happy we're doing what we promised to do. We are also thanking those who are viewing this show for the first time. If this is the first time you're watching this show, please do not hesitate. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. We do not want you to miss any of our shows. Right now, we have a whole lot of videos that we've done. You can always go back. Sometimes people ask us, oh, why don't you cover this? Why don't you cover that? A lot of times, we've covered what you talk about in the past. And if you go and watch our other videos, you'll be able to see what we've done, which is what we're asking new subscribers to do. Then at the same time, also, we want to thank our customers. We are business people. We thank those who are supporting our businesses. We thank those who are using our services. We told you we're in the finance business, then we're also in the healthcare business now. We are sponsoring a medical conference on February 26th. It's a free conference. You can learn a whole lot how to do business in a COVID-19 environment. We are trying to get people to come together to network. So we hope you can attend this conference. You don't have to move. This is really a virtual conference. It means you can be in Washington, D.C. and attend this conference. You can be in California, you will be able to attend this conference. You can be in Arizona, you can attend this conference. You can even be in South Africa, you will be able to attend this conference. You can be in London, you can attend this conference. So we're making it easy. So distance is not really a problem. You don't need to travel. All you need to do is have your phone or your laptop, then you log in, then you'll be able to attend this conference. We want to network with you so that you can get information on how to start a new business in a COVID environment. COVID-19 has changed the dynamics. What does it take to have a business going today? That's the focus of this conference. Come and learn and share information. You will be able to get a whole lot of tips on how to succeed in a healthcare business. We are drawing attention to medical doctors, nurse practitioners, nurses, and caregivers. If you love healthcare, who among us doesn't like healthcare? One day you'll be sick and you find that it's good to know what is happening in healthcare. So we're inviting you to participate in this conference. I'm sharing a link, and we're advertising this conference also on social media. So we're asking you to subscribe to this show, then attend this virtual conference. But we have a whole lot of news for you today. Now that we've finished our household chores, we want to go straight to the news segment. We'll begin the news today by looking at the book review. The main book we want to draw your attention to today is a book by Marthe Moumier. Marthe Moumier is the wife of one of the early heroes of Cameroon's independence struggle. She is the wife of Felix Roland Moumier. Moumier was killed in Switzerland. Okay, he was poisoned by using they used thallium to poison him, and the French secret services poisoned Felix Moumier in Switzerland. By the time he realized that he was poisoned, it was too late. They were hoping that he would die very quickly, but it took a while for him to die, and it was a big embarrassment to the French. The French did not stop at that. His widow was also attacked. This is a lady. She was raped in Ebola in the south of La République du Cameroun. She was raped and attacked. We know when we saw the barbaric nature of her death, we just knew that the hands of the Biya government are on it. So we feel sad, but she is a martyr of freedom. So we want you to look at her book. Her book is titled Victime du colonialisme français. She is a victim of French colonialism. Similarly, her husband is a victim of French colonialism. You can find her book on Amazon. It's a very good read. It really shows you the true history of La République du Cameroun. Much of the history of Africa has been whitewashed by the colonial masters and the fake African leaders. If you want to get a true picture of African history, you want to read the book of Marthe Moumier. When you read this as young people, you're going to learn a whole lot about the history of your continent and your country. Marthe Moumier made a whole lot of friends in political circles. Abdel Nasser of Egypt was nice to her. Then Ben Bella of Algeria and all these other people, they were really friendly to her. So she had a whole lot of influence in the liberation struggle of the continent. So these are people who have paid with their lives to make us free. We cannot just forget about them, which is why we are bringing her name, her memory. We want you to share this memory and appreciate those who have fought for the independence of Africa. And she is a victim of French colonialism. So pick up the book from Amazon. Then, we really want to use the show of today to speak to the youth of Africa. In La République du Cameroun, we understand that February 11th is the Youth Day. But what is funny about the Youth Day? You only find the old people like Paul Biya, Niad Jifenji, and all the other old guys running the country. So the Youth Day should be a day for young people, but you only find old people celebrating. So that makes us laugh.
I just want to wish, I don't want to cry. Let me not, I don't want to cry. I just wish a happy Youth Day to these fine gentlemen, these young boys. Happy Youth Day. If you're out there in the world, these are the youth we have in Cameroon. These people created 500,000 jobs last year. God bless. Happy Youth Day. Before I friend them.
So the CAN, which has been making a whole lot of noise, is over. Cameroon lost, and they were trying to use this football or what they call soccer event as a form of propaganda. It did not work. And they lost. So the people are really complaining. Why organize such a tournament when your country is in trouble? Which is basically the question we've asked, and a lot of you are asking the same question. So the event failed because there was so much trouble in the country. When you cannot be having your people living in the forest, soldiers killing them, then you are organizing a march to cover up. Nature doesn't like lies. All these lies by the Biya regime have been exposed. And you can see that the whole thing was a failure. The people just knew that. You can even hear some of the guys, even in French, people were saying, oh no, the problem in Ambazonia does not even affect people in the Francophone area. That's a lie. The Francophone area now knows what is happening in the northwest and southwest areas. Okay, they know what is happening. And they are taking stock of what is happening. They themselves are realizing that what the people of the northwest and southwest are saying is true. They are victims of French colonialism, which is why when bad things happen to France, the people tend to jubilate. It's really interesting to note that most of the people from the northwest and southwest were even happy that Cameroon lost and Senegal won. They feel like Amadou Ahidjo was cheering for Senegal. In fact, when you look at what is happening in Senegal, the people were really happy with their victory. You can look at the streets in Senegal. They are filled with people. They are just excited that they won the cup, and you can see them in a very jovial mood. Amadou Ahidjo, the first president of La République du Cameroun, was there in spirit. Ahidjo was buried in Senegal. His wife, Germaine, was also buried in Senegal. For so long, we're hoping that he would have been repatriated to his country, but the Biya regime refused to do this, and that's something that remains like an albatross on the neck of poor Biya. You can see that in Ambazonia also, there's a whole lot of action going on. We can tell you that the people, you can even see a video by the ADF, they don't really want the February 11 festivities to take place. And you can see them moving around the streets trying to enforce ghost towns and telling the people not to come out. And that's just the sad thing. You see there's a lot of action.
Greetings to our stakeholders, respect to all our refugees. Salute to our prisoner of war of independence. We dey come for now today, the 8th of February 2022. Because we want to make Ambazonian people, so we get a lockdown inside Ambazonia, which is on Friday, the 11th of February. No movement with the Trans-African Highway. You all should stay indoors and remain safe. Avoid casualties between the terrorist force of the Republic of Cameroon and the Ambazonian defense fighter. Because on Friday will be a Mami Water lockdown. No movement on the Trans-African Highway. Stay indoors and remain safe. We go fight this fight, but the Ambazonian be free. No matter the humiliation, no matter the treatment, that we should all come together as one people to free Ambazonian. We will fight until the last man standing. We will never drop down our arms until Ambazonian and freedom come to the people of Southern Cameroon. Stay indoors on the 11th of February and remain safe. Do not be caught by a crossfire between the terrorist Republic force of Cameroon and the Ambazonian defense fighters. This is coming from you, from the ADF Defense Force in Fako. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonian. Shall live the struggle.
Then, of course, you remember FM 10 Kobo of Indian. He's also a warning. You can see a video where FM 10 Kobo is warning the people. Take a look.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you receive this video. Now me, FM 10 Kobo, alias Talk and Do. So some small message I want to pass on for my civilian them. For any way you did, for my civilian. I take God in beg now. I don't stand up for what now. I ever know. I stand up for protecting and for protect homeland. But I don't get too much thing for tell you now. Now just a piece of advice. So you get the big day waiting for front 11 February. Lockdown is start on the 10th of February. 6 o'clock in the morning. It will be over on the 12th, 6 o'clock in the morning. I beg you, when you stay for your house, you'll be safe. Pedestra, Okada rider, drivers, when you stay for your house, you'll be safe. I know I ain't no inch in that day. No motor, no machine. I beg you in the name of God. And some people there, I want to pass on some message for them. Military, La Republic military. Yeah, na 222. And for the 222, my brother, na see the 222 so, na for finish am. When I go up, when I can't, I go finish. When I still not finish now, but I go see and the 222, when I go finish. I know, I wanna know, wait here if you do, and wait way, I know if you do. I don't need for over talk plenty. But listen and listen attentively.
Is the COVID-19 crisis sweeping and stressing you out? Are you looking for smart answers, latest information from health experts, newest tips from doctors? Here's Dr. Wilma Huntz-Watts, the super tech doctor, the keynote speaker of the Alexia Corporation's Telehealth Telemedicine Virtual Conference, a free event scheduled on February 26, 2022. Interested? Then come for networking opportunities, giveaway freebies, special offers, Q&A sessions, learning and business guides, free videos and transcripts. Don't ignore COVID-19. Don't make the worst mistake others are making. Plan to attend the virtual medical conference. Discover Alexia HTC, America's newest EMR/EHR application, shaking things up in the telehealth, telemedicine space.
Then, of course, there's a lot of action. What really took us by surprise is the banning of QRC. QRC College. It stands for Queen of Rosary College in Okoyong. Okoyong really is where some of us come from. We come from Manfe. Okoyong is not very far from Manfe. So some hoodlums went and really banned this college, and this was a very unpopular move. How is this going to be advancing the struggle? We know you guys are against education, but when you ban a school like this, it's like when we get independence, are we going to get independence, then the people are not going to be able to study? or just because you hate colonial education, you have to ban all the schools. It looks like even most of the people in the mainstream movement of Ambazonia were really against the banning of QRC. You can see so many videos of the banning of this school. You can hear little girls shrieking. I have a sister who even attended QRC, and I really feel sorry for these people because I feel like I'm part of them, okay? So it's really sad when I look at the pictures of QRC, young girls screaming. QRC is a school for girls. The school was created to empower women so that they can have good education, just like the guys. When you ban a structure like this, it sends a very, very bad message. Before this, some of the structures in the school had been burned. So this one now is a final blow. So we look at this and we are in solidarity with those who are really weeping for the banning of QRC, because we think we should fight for independence, but people don't really understand why QRC had to be banned. Is this a way to send a message? Our people think this message is not welcome, and we feel bad for this. QRC is not alone. There's also another school in Morocco. It's in GBS. Somebody sent us a video. The guys also went and burned this school in Morocco. So we understand that the Ambazonia movement is against colonial education. But does it make sense to be burning schools? Why can't we not just get the people to leave the schools? So when you burn the schools, it sends a very, very bad message. Even the international community does not really sympathize with you when you're burning schools. So we know in La République, the international community, even the Washington state politicians, they know that there's dictatorship and there's a genocide in this part of the country. Karen Bass just passed a motion in support of the people fighting for freedom in Ambazonia. You can also see it. And they're also against the torture of most of these people who return from America to La République du Cameroun. They were tortured, and that is big news. I'm not saying it. You can see the news out there. Some of them were sent back by Donald Trump. A few here were also sent back by President Biden. So both of them really share the blame. There is this rule in international law, we call it non-refoulement, which means refugees are not supposed to be returned to their country of origin if there is suspicion that they're going to be tortured. But it looks like former President Trump and President Biden did not really pay attention to this international rule of non-refoulement. Non-refoulement is a French term. Basically, it means that if refugees come from, say, Cameroon, and they are living in America, even if they file for asylum and the asylum is denied, they should not be sent to the country of origin because they're going to be tortured. And that's exactly what happened to a lot of, over 80 of the Cameroonians who were deported. They faced torture, and you can see this in the media. A lot of people are talking about it, so this was not really nice, and we think it's a really bad sign. But of course, you can see that the collapsing government of Paul Biya, you can see them celebrating. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Look at it. The guy is 89 years old. It's a lie. The guy is over 90 years old, and he cannot even walk. You see, they had to take the football to him. He cannot really walk to the field to accept the football. So it's really funny. But this is a guy who is running the country ostensibly. But we know that the people who are really running this country are the French. He is just a figurehead because he doesn't really have the power or energy to do anything. The French are really pulling the strings behind the scenes, and the people are thinking that Mr. Biya is the one in control. That's a joke. That's not true. So we are giving you the information because we want you to know. He's not the one pulling the strings, okay? The French are the ones pulling the strings. So you can see what is happening. A lot of people are not happy, and they are really sad. And it's not only the Anglophones who are complaining. Francophones have started complaining now. And you can even see some of the videos we're going to share to you, Francophones complaining about their plight. They don't really have the resources that they need, and nothing is working. Cannes came, now it's like a mirage. What is going to happen next? Mr. Biya's birthday. You're celebrating, right? What are the people celebrating? There's nothing there to celebrate, okay?
La défaite était naturelle parce que nos frères ne peuvent pas être en brousse pour gagner la coupe. Et en plus, un faux entraîneur qui met les réservistes pour tirer les pénaltys. On n'a jamais vu ça. Hein? Notre entraîneur nous a déçus. Les gars se sont débrouillés. Mais la coupe ne devrait pas rester ici, puisque nos frères sont en brousse. Je ne voyais pas comment Yaoundé pouvait fêter cette coupe-là. La CAN a apporté plutôt la pauvreté. Cela nous a mis à genoux. En 10 ans, on ne doit même pas récupérer. Vous voyez comment le pays est. Vraiment, je regrette beaucoup. Hein. Merci.
So from Cameroon and Ambazonia now, we'll move to Congo DRC.
Hey, yo, Shay, I thought you was going to take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where he's born, he even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come, get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
Before we came to the studio to tape the show of today, news reached us about the failed coup d'etat in Congo DRC. We've always talked about Congo DRC on this show. We've always given you the context where things are. We've told you that we wanted Felix Tshisekedi to change things, and we've been complaining. And we even let you know that he was not democratically elected, and this was the problem. When we said it, some people did not really believe us. So the people are not happy. Then you still have people in the Kabila camp, Joseph Kabila, who are still pulling strings. So they are really unhappy. So you have a whole lot of conflict going on. So this coup d'etat did not really come to us as a surprise. It is the season of coup d'etats in Africa. Whenever there is bad governance, you should expect coup d'etats to exist. So that's why we are not really surprised when a coup d'etat is taking place in Congo DRC. It failed this time, but next time it will succeed. That's what we can tell you. It failed this time. They're going to try to lock those guys up or even kill them. But this is not going to prevent the coup d'etats from taking place again. So long as there is bad governance, you're creating a fertile ground for coup d'etats. And that's the argument we present on this show to our viewers. If you want to end coup d'etats, make sure that there is good governance. So long as there's bad governance, you're going to always have people who are disgruntled. When people feel they cannot change the rule laws legally, then they have to use force. Because civilians don't have guns, they rely on the military to do this job for them. And that's why you see that the military is emboldened more and more to stage coup d'etats in Africa. This year, if you've been following our show, we've been telling you the number of coup d'etats that have taken place, okay? And more are going to take place soon, because whenever people are unhappy, they create a fertile ground for coup d'etats, for forceful transfer of power. And of course, we move from Congo DRC now to Mali. Mali is a country where you can see there's a whole lot of gold. You've heard of Timbuktu, okay? In the history of Africa, you've heard of Timbuktu. They talk about Mansa Musa, all those rich guys from Africa who had a lot of gold. But this gold is not enjoyed by the people of Mali. The gold is enjoyed by France. And you can see why the people really hate France. In fact, we have a video we'll show you that France's leader, Emmanuel Macron, is in an airport in Russia. Who is going to receive him? The Russian guys decided not to receive him, so only the French ambassador was there. You look at him just like a stranger in Moscow. Nobody is there at the airport to receive him. So he just came like a little guy. This guy may win re-election because it looks like the French like his politics. He wants to make sure that the system of Franc-Afrique remains in force. He presents himself as a change agent, but that's false. He's just deceiving people. Sometimes some people look at his youthful face and they think, oh, change has come to France. Now we have a leader who is not going to be parasitic who is not going to be supporting Francophrique. That's a lie. He is the same. He's just a sheep in wolf's clothing, okay? So that's just what is happening. Next, you can see pictures of people showing you Mali and the wealth that comes from this country. It's really sad that the people are not enjoying this wealth. From Mali now, we'll move to Nigeria. Nigeria now is focused on 2023, the presidential elections. That's what is on the minds of a lot of the people. You can even see that even Mrs. Aisha Buhari, we saw a picture of Mrs. Buhari taking the train. She's riding the train instead of flying. What does this do? She's trying to bolster confidence in the railway system of Nigeria. But there is a political motive behind. She's trying to support her husband's government. Okay? So that's just what is happening. But what about the machinations? Well, the APC guys are playing games because they really want to keep power. Are they going to bring Jonathan to their party soon? Good luck, Jonathan. It looks like that may happen. But what about Yemi Osinbajo, the current vice president? It looks like he's a favorite of some parties in Nigeria also. Then what about Bola Tinubu? Well, he has to really change his game because the nomination for president, he thought it was his thing to win, but it looks like it's his now to lose. So knowing who he is, he's going to try to fight back because it looks like Buhari is trying to sideline him. He's not going to accept it. Buhari is playing games, talking about bringing young blood, young people into the political fold. For so long, when are they going to bring young people? These guys have so much money, and you can even see some of our viewers talking about Bola Tinubu and a whole lot of money in armored cars. Where is this money from? That's a question a lot of Nigerians are asking. Why is the money only coming now when there are elections? Well, a few months ago, we shared a video with you about an actress who was playing the part of a Nigerian governor. She tells you that, well, the people come and bring rice to try to win the hearts and minds of the people. They give them rice and money, then they vote for them. After the elections, they forget about the people. So it's really sad that the Nigerian public is very, very gullible. But who are you to blame? That's what we're saying. Who is going to be the next president? The people are saying that they need somebody who is youthful, who have the energy to run the country. But it looks like the old folks are the ones who have the money to bribe their way to power. And it looks like certainly they're going to bribe their way to power. Next, we'll move to Senegal. Senegal is the winner of the AFCON soccer tournament. And you see them happy, they are victorious, and they are showing their joy on the streets. You can see people feel in a lot of the streets of Dakar celebrating their victory. They deserve their victory, and it looks like Amadou Ahidjo is really laughing in his grave and saying, Cameroon, Cameroon, you guys forgot me. I'll teach you guys a lesson. You lose the cup, and you've lost the cup. Next, from Senegal, we end our show by going to South Africa. The youth are having a serious problem with unemployment. But we like the fact that President Cyril Ramaphosa is making some effort to tackle this problem. He has brought it to the fore. He has recognized that there's a problem. So we think the problem of unemployment in South Africa is rife, and Cyril Ramaphosa really wants to handle this problem. So we're really saluting him, and we think it's a good move. Thank you very much for watching this show of today. But we're reminding you that we're having a video conference on February 26th. Please call us, and we want to share a link with you so that you can attend this conference. It's free, and we're also in the income tax preparation business. If you are in the United States, you can contact us. We'll help you prepare your taxes. If you're trying to set up a business, we can help you register your business. We can also help you write a business plan. Whenever we write a business plan, the banks give you big money. We have a good track record for that. Whenever we help you write a business plan, the business plan is always a winning plan. When the bank read it, they open the purse to you, and you can have the money you need to run your business. So do not forget, if you are trying to set up a business, contact us. We're going to help you do all the paperwork, and we'll also write your business plan for you. This also includes marketing and getting clients. That's something we've mastered. We can share that with you, and you'll be successful. If you don't have our phone number, I'll give it to you. 301-593-48 79. Okay? Bye-bye, and may God bless you.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com. Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.